Hello everybody, today we're going to be tying the size 14 Rainbow Warrior. The hook we're going to be using today is the J Stockard brand, which is just J2 heavy scud size 14. And the bead we're going to be using is a 7/64 silver colored brass bead. For the thread on this fly, we're going to be using Danville 70 denier Flymaster 6/0 red thread. We're going to start that red thread right behind the bead of the hook. Then we're going to cut that tag end off nice and short. And to start this fly off, we're going to be tying in the tail, which is just some pheasant tail. You're going to want to cut 7 to 9 fibers off that pheasant tail, keeping the tips aligned in your right hand. Then we're going to come up and match. You want about 3/4 of the way down the hook. That looks pretty good right there. And then we're going to keep that measurement with our left hand, and we're going to tie to right about the point of the hook, and then we are going to tie in that spot that we saved with our left hand. Then since we didn't wrap, we are going to keep those tail fibers nice and straight on the top of the hook, and we're going to wrap with our red thread down the bend of the hook. This is kind of where it gets up to personal preference, but I don't like to go too far because you'll start missing fish. That looks pretty good right there. And now what we are going to do is wrap our top of our Rainbow Warrior tail. We're going to tie this peacock in, or not the peacock, sorry, the pheasant tail in roughly about 1 bead back from the back of the bead, and then we are going to cut that off. Doesn't really matter where you stop, just making sure you tie that in enough. And then the next material we are going to be using is some Vivas large pearl colored tinsel. Cut off about an 8 to 10 inch piece. This is a little trick, by the way, using a rubber band to hold this instead of the slot so you don't get kinks in your tinsel. I have my piece of tinsel here, and we're going to tie this in right behind the bead of the hook. Then we're going to tie this down the top of the hook. Tie this the entire way down to where you wrapped that tail in, making sure you get tight touching wraps. The biggest thing is just making sure you stop right at where you tied your tail in. Okay, that looks good. Now we are going to tie our way back up the fly, creating a nice body. Like I said, making sure you get tight touching wraps. Okay, that looks pretty good there. And now we are going to counter wrap this fly. Counter wrap this tinsel up the fly, making about every wrap cover about half of the wrap you just did before. And what I mean by that is you can see here, and then I wrap it over, covering about half of it. It's going to make you have a more durable fly. Just making sure you get nice touching wraps. Also making sure you are keeping it tight. Okay, now you're going to want to go the whole way to the back of the bead, like I did. And you're going to, while keeping that tight, you are going to tie that in. Okay, now we are going to position this tinsel on the top of our fly. And now we are going to wrap back the fly just a little bit, making sure you grab that tinsel just like that, and making sure you're going to wrap back about 1/3 of the way down the fly, just like that. And now for the collar of the fly, we're going to be using some rainbow colored dubbing. And we are going to put this, you don't want a big collar on this, you just want like a thin little collar. But you're going to put about, I'm going to say 3 to 4 inch dubbing noodle on your thread here. Just a thin dubbing noodle. And now we are going to tie in right where we stopped that red thread. Now we're gonna bring our pearl tinsel over the top of our fly here to create the wing case. I'm gonna just tie that in 3 times, and now we're gonna pull our tinsel back, wrap 1 time in front of it, and finish this off with a whip finish. Four to 5 turns is all you need. Tighten that down, not too tight to break your thread. And then we're going to cut that close. And now you can finish this fly by cutting your tag end for your wing case off and putting some head cement on it. And there you go, that's the end of the fly. The Rainbow Warrior is one of those flies that, I mean, it's a more modern pattern, but you for sure should have this in your box. There's a lot of flies that I think you should have in your box, but they're almost always older, classic, proven flies. Something like the pheasant tail or the hare's ear. But the Rainbow Warrior is definitely one of the newer flies that has for sure proven itself. Like I said, the biggest thing you have to remember when you're tying this, don't create a super thick body. This is supposed to sink super quick. Also, making sure that collar is not too big, and making sure where you stop your thread to create the tail, you still have plenty of hook left. As you can see, I have plenty of hook left in my fly. Also, with this fly, as you can kind of see, I like to keep it. I like to keep the tail a little bit farther back here. This is pretty much on any curved fly, but I think that tail really far down the hook looks good.